Mr. Barker's Picture by Alfred H. Miles. Your charge against Mr. Barker, the artist here, said the magistrate, is assault and battery, I believe. Yes, sir. And your name is? Parts, I am art critic of the Weekly Spy. State your case. I called at Mr. Barker's studio upon his invitation to see his great picture, just finished, of George Washington cutting down the cherry tree with his hatchet. Mr. Barker was expecting to sell it to Congress for $50,000. He asked me what I thought of it, and after I had pointed out his mistake in making the handle of the hatchet twice as thick as the tree, and in turning the head of the hatchet around so that George was cutting the tree down with the hammer end, I asked him why he foreshortened George's leg so as to make it look as if his left foot was upon the mountain on the other side of the river. Did Mr. Barker take it kindly? Asked the justice. Well, he looked a little glum, that's all. And then when I asked him why he put a guinea pig up in the tree, and why he painted the guinea pig with horns, he said it was not a guinea pig but a cow, and that it was not in the tree but in the background. Then I said that, if I had been painting George Washington, I should not have given him the complexion of a salmon brick. I should not have given him 2 thumbs on each hand, and I should have tried not to slew his right eye around so that he could see around the back of his head to his left ear. And Barker said, "Oh, wouldn't you? Sarcastic, Your Honor." And I said, "No, I wouldn't. And I wouldn't have painted oak leaves on a cherry tree, and I wouldn't have left the spectator in doubt as to whether the figure off by the woods was a factory chimney or a steamboat or George Washington's father taking a smoke." "Which was it?" asked the magistrate. "I don't know, nobody will ever know." So Barker asked me what I'd advise him to do, and I told him I thought his best chance was to abandon the Washington idea and to fix the thing up somehow to represent the boy who stood on the burning deck. I told him he might paint the grass red to represent the flames and daub over the tree so's it would look like the mast, and pull George's foot to this side of the river so's it would rest somewhere on the burning deck, and maybe he might reconstruct the factory chimney or whatever it was and make it the captain, while he could arrange the guinea pig to do for the captain's dog. Did he agree? He said the idea didn't strike him, so then I suggested that he might turn it into Columbus discovering America. Let George stand for Columbus, and the tree be turned into a native, and the hatchet made to answer for a flag, while the mountain in the background would answer for the rolling billows of the ocean. He said he'd be hanged if it should, so I mentioned that it might perhaps pass for the execution of Mary Queen of Scots. Put George in black for the headsman, bend over the tree and put a frock on it for Mary, let the hatchet stand, and work in the guinea pig and the factory chimney as mourners. Just as I had got the words out of my mouth, Barker knocked me clean through the picture. My head tore out Washington's near leg, and my right foot carried away about 4 miles of the river. We had it over and over on the floor for a while, and finally Barker whipped. I am going to take the law of him in the interests of justice and high art. So Barker was bound over, and Mr. Potts went down to the office of the Spy to write up his criticism.